What's up, guys? I'm Tinashe Moyo, and welcome to another episode of Stride, the final episode of 2024. On this channel, my goal is to inspire people to take the first step towards their goals in life using my personal experiences. And in this video, I will be talking about lessons from a Christmas heist and the importance of family. So sit back and enjoy. All right, guys, I really hope you had a really good Christmas. I enjoyed mine as much as I could with family, of course. So, yeah, Christmas is festive is just a really good time to give and just to reflect on the year. So, I'm really happy if you guys enjoyed yourselves. Anyways, let me just get into the full detail in regards to this episode. First thing is first, if you remember, I think probably my last episode of 2023, I spoke about a Christmas heist that happened here at home. We got robbed on Christmas Day. And that was a really tough time for us. So the funny thing is, you've got the people from the society telling you all sorts of different things, like things probably to just put you off. I remember one person in particular, they came up to me. I was actually walking with my mom, and they were just like, "What kind of man are you? Like, how dare you sleep like that and let things get stolen?" So I was questioning myself, like, how does a man sleep? Like, you don't sleep standing up. I mean, I'm not a vampire, I'm not Batman. Those are just characters. So you don't stress yourself too much with things like these, because if something is meant to happen, there's certainly nothing that you can do about it. So, anyways, moving from that, when that heist happened, you know, we were really shaken up. Like, we were all devastated. We reached like a very low point as a family. So what normally happens is that we usually have family gatherings. So most of the gatherings that we have are usually held at either I think mostly at my grandmother's house. We used to have them at my late uncle's house, the late Professor Sam Moyo, God rest his soul. So nowadays we just normally have them at my grandmother's house. So that was the plan for us to go to my grandma's house. But because of what had happened, it was a little bit difficult for us as a family to like just say, okay, we are going to spend Christmas at Gogo's house. So, after I reported the case, I got back home. So my dad was still keen on going to Gogo's place. But some of us, from my mom, my sister, my nephew, and myself, we were just reluctant. Like, man, because you're still focusing on what had happened. But I ended up hearing my mom saying she had decided to go, and my nephew had decided to go as well. But my sister, she just decided to stay behind, and she had to call a friend to hang out with. So me being me, I was still thinking like, should I go? Should I not go? Because you're like, man, if I go, yeah, what's it going to be like? So, anyways, I ended up deciding to go regardless of what had happened. One of the reasons why we had been reluctant to go as a family was because of the fact that we were just thinking of what would happen if we just left the house, all of us, and no one stays behind. But I think because of the fact that we needed fresh air, we just decided to go. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. From Christmas Eve into Christmas, just a few days ago, I couldn't sleep properly because of the trauma that the heist gave us. Because I myself was still worrying, like, is history going to repeat itself? But thankfully, nothing happened. So, of course, we went to Gogo's place and we had a good time. Obviously, there'll be food. So, that's one of the most important things. But besides that, just being around other people really, really made a difference. So, from that heist, I got some really valuable lessons. The first lesson was that I prioritized the importance of life because my mom was the one who found out that we got robbed. Now, the stupid side of me wants me to say something very silly, and I'm not going to ignore it. We became RVD. Hardcore wrestling fans will understand this. We were robbed Van Dam. Sorry. So, anyways, yeah, my mom was the one who found out that we got robbed. So something terrible could have happened to my mom or just everyone at home, but nothing happened. Yes, losing the material things like the TVs, the solar system batteries, it is painful, but it's not as important as losing one's own life. So that's where I looked at it from a different perspective. And I was just like, man, I still have my own life. My parents still have their own lives. My nephew, my sister, we are all okay. So I was just like, man, this is this is something to really, really look into and appreciate. So even as we were approaching Christmas this year, I was really looking forward to it because I'm still alive. And so something terrible could have happened, but it didn't. And I'm still alive. So I have to be really, really grateful for the gift of life. It's something that we take for granted. But to everyone that's watching this video, never take for granted the gift of life. Because every single day, people are losing their lives, but we still have a chance to live. We still have a chance to enjoy the life that we have. So let's cherish life as much as we can. So when we went to our family gathering this year, I really enjoyed myself, like, because you know, it's easy to take things like family for granted. A few Christmases ago, I think it was probably 2 or 3 years ago, I got to meet up with some of my cousins, particularly cousin brothers actually. I think it was actually two of them. So these are just people you might know the dad, the mom, but you might not know the kids. And yet we're supposed to be, linking up as family. Of course, you can't meet everyone, but do the best you can to be close to those people. So before that, just talking to some of my cousins, we had gotten to a point where we would tell ourselves that these gatherings are getting boring and stale. because these are gatherings that we used to do ever since we were kids. If some of you guys remember my episode titled The Grip of Self Isolation, I spoke about Christmas moments where we would get presents and all of that stuff. So it's something that started happening way, way, way back. So we were just telling ourselves, like, man, these things suck. We need to do something different. We need to stop coming. And I ended up missing a few gatherings because of that. Why? Because you want to feel cool, you want to act cool, you want to look cool. So that happened. And I'll give a good example. There was one Christmas, I think about two years ago. I ended up going to my best friend Paddington's place to spend Christmas there because I was just saying, nope, our Moyo family Christmases suck. So I want to have a Christmas with a difference. Yes. So I went there. I spent Christmas there. This is not to kick the Kaseke family in the face. I respect the Kaseke family with all my heart. I love the Kaseke family with everything that I have. I appreciate everything that they do for me, from showing me love, allowing me to stay at their place for, as long as I can, eat anything that I want. That I'm always grateful for. But the idea of me going to their house for Christmas, to them, it probably was something good because they like me, they love me being around. But for me, it wasn't out of love. It was out of trying to look cool, just trying to ditch my family. Like, yeah, they suck. So I don't have to I don't have to be there. But then the Kaseke family was together as the Kaseke family with an additional person. That was me. If that was like a poster, maybe for a music concert poster, it would probably be written like the Kaseke family and many more. And I would be on the many more part. So when I look back at it now, I look back and say that was probably one of the worst decisions I made because I neglected my family, which is one thing that we should never do in our lives. But I'm thankful for that moment as well, because now I can take away the, a lesson, a very valuable lesson, which is cherishing family. It is so easy to neglect family because we just want to make the world see us in a different light. But you don't know how long you'll be with family, right? Some family members might end up, leaving this earth. And then you start regretting, like, man, I should have spent more time with them when you had the chance. It is just like, how best can I put it? The point just left my mind. But if I think of it, I'll say it. But the idea for this video is to just, thank the Christmas Heist more than anything for allowing me to appreciate life and allowing me to appreciate family. I heard my dad on Christmas this year simply talking about the country we're living in being a tough country, but still we thank family for having the chance to be together. And that really, that really moved me because I was just like, before, I never considered all of that. You consider having fun on your own instead of having fun with the people that matter the most. Oh, yes, the point that I was about to talk about, which Venaway just came. In regards to family, if I have a problem, I cannot run to the Kaseke family and say, yo, guys, this is what happened there. This is what happened. The first question that they will ask is, where is your family? So when you have problems in life, the first people you go to are your family. So that's one of the biggest lessons I learned from spending Christmas at the Kaseke family. Yes, I enjoyed being with them because they're my pals, but more than anything, your own family, in my case, the Moyo family, has to be my priority. So this is more or less a reflection, a personal reflection, and with hopes that these reflections will definitely give you something to think about as my audience. Like I want you guys to look at yourselves, check your background, check your memories, check whatever it is that you feel like you need to fix in terms of family. If it's spending more time with family, do that. I always look at myself. If it's here at home, sometimes I might not enjoy the things that I might be told to do with my parents, right? Generally, that's just how we are as children. But I then think of it in a way like, okay, what if today is the last day? You don't want to regret moments like those. So, this is pretty much my advice to you guys. Always make sure that you cherish your family as much as possible and appreciate the gift of life. Now, look, I get it. There might be certain points where you might not be able to attend family gatherings because of a valid reason. If it's like that, yes, you can go. Like, it has to come from within. It has to be a positive thing that makes you fail to attend a family gathering. But if it's just something where you're just like neglecting your family, like what they do is stupid, it might end up backfiring. So I think we just need to embrace certain family traditions and, live the best lives we can. So that's pretty much that for you guys. I really wish you a prosperous new year, 2025. I've got so many things in store in 2025. So if you haven't been following this channel, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and leave your thoughts in the comments section in regards to how you've spent your Christmas with your family, in regards to some things you feel you can change to make things better with your family. And we will definitely grow together. So, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in 2025. Stay safe, travel safe, and more than anything, be responsible and take care of your family, take care of yourself. And I'll see you in 2025. Here's a happy new year to you guys. Peace.